Hey guys, this is Tino here. I wanted to encourage you and say happy 2020. It's going to be a good year. I just know it's going to be. And if not, we make it a good year. I wanted to talk to you about my favorite quote. I don't know who originated it, but I heard it from Chris Valentin. He's a guy that I respect from afar. He said, "Emotions are a wonderful servant, but horrible master." I love that quote. Um, what it means is our emotions are a terrific gift. They're great. It's awesome when you're happy, when you're excited. Even other emotions such as sadness, anger, it can be turned into passion. Um, they're like a great additive to our day and circumstances. However, the flip side is it's horrible when when we're being driven by our emotions. I want you to let that sink in because many people, and it gets the best of me too sometimes, being driven by our emotions, being emotionally led instead of letting our emotions add to the experience, it can be very deceiving depending on the circumstance. Um, it could be a relationship killer. It can be a task killer. It can lead us to hesitate when we're being driven by fear, maybe. One of the common mistakes I've seen, and I mean I do it too. Everybody does it. When you have a filter, is I'll see probably the most common one. Maybe it's a teacher, a leader, or your boss, and I'll see them have a conversation with somebody, and perhaps it was just just a simple confrontation, like, "Hey, next time, can you do such and such?" Or, "Next time, I need you to do this." And then as soon as that person leaves, I'll hear the other people say, "Oh my gosh, I just got my butt chewed out," or "I just got yelled at." And I replay the conversation back in my head, and I'm thinking that was far from yelling or anything of the such. From what I saw was a person, leader, boss, teacher, whoever, a parent, simply state the fact of what needs to be done. And already the other people are building up a case against that person and pretty much putting an unnecessary wall up, as well as creating anxiety that didn't need to be existed, as well as them feeling demeaned, and that didn't happen in that conversation at all. It could be a circumstance that pops up, especially one that maybe you didn't foresee happening in that day, and it just totally throws the rest of the day off. So then you're thinking, "Oh my gosh, this is horrible. This is awful. Where did I go wrong? What's wrong with me? Why can't I just get this done?" And the whole point of what I'm trying to get at, no matter what it is, no matter what was said, it's gonna be okay. It's not the end of the world. Usually when I can get that phrase through my mind, it kind of sets everything else into the right perspective. Whether it was a conversation I had or an unexpected event that popped up in the middle of my day or beginning or end of the day. I want to encourage you to take time, and this takes practice. Take time to slow down. Slow your mind down. Ask yourself questions like, why am I feeling this? Why am I really feeling this? And learn to give the day and people the benefit of the doubt. What I mean by that is, when I say give the day the benefit of the doubt, that actually just popped in my mind right now, so I don't know if anybody's ever said that before, but to me that means don't automatically assume that this moment defines the rest of your day, because it may not. Who knows what could happen in the next hour? And I have experience upon experience of seeing a bad moment, whether it was people calling off or a lot of workload happening or something breaking. I've seen the next hour, something happen where it goes the other direction and things get better. Whether you come up with an amazing solution, somehow it worked out, somebody else came in to help, whatever it may be. And same with people. Learn to give people the benefit of the doubt. Ask yourself, why am I feeling this anxiety? Did that person really have a tone when they said it, or am I just assuming because they're saying something that at that moment was uncomfortable for me? Did that person need to say it, and maybe they just really stink at tact, but they mean well? Those are filters. Those are areas that if we were to work on it, it could lead to a much more positive, productive, constructive lifestyle that's not going to be so draining. Whenever you're feeling demeaned or less or helpless, it's draining. And that takes away from other tasks. It could be a dream killer. It could be a goal killer. And that's not what you want. You want to live a successful life. So for today, that's all I have to say. That's all I have to share. Check out my podcast. I try to go somewhat deeper in my podcast. I always throw that out there. It is more faith-based. Much of what I say is I try to keep everything positive, but it's all, my foundation is more faith-based. I hope my videos are encouraging to you, but for me, if you're going to go deeper with me, I'm going to be sharing my faith more, but I do believe that it will bless you and encourage you more, whether you want to agree with me or not. But either way, I love you, and I believe in you, and I hope whoever's watching that you're going to have a great year. Thank you. Bye-bye.